Hey guys, welcome back to Tech Tutorial Hub. In today's session, we will see the practical demonstration of access management in MuleSoft. Also, we will see the Anypoint Platform account creation. So let's get started with our session today. I'm going to start creating my Anypoint Platform account. For that, I'm going to navigate to the portal anypoint.mulesoft.com/login. And in this page, you can click on sign up and provide all the necessary details like first name, last name, email ID, country, and company name, business group, all this stuff, and click on create account so that your account will be created. Since I already have the account, I'm gonna log into my existing account. Okay, as soon as you create an account, this is your landing page, and this is our root organization which you provide during account creation. And this root organization can have child organizations as well or child business groups as well. So if I click on this mega menu on the left side, we have access management. We also have other components on the left side. We will be discussing about all these components in the further sessions later. For now, let's explore access management. This access management component contains all the access related stuff in the MuleSoft, like creating users or adding permissions, creating teams, creating business groups, or audit logs, all other stuff it contains related to the access management. So if you see like users, teams, business groups, identity providers, client providers, audit logs, and few other stuff we have. So in today's session, we're going to focus on creating users and teams, business groups, and creating multiple environments, creating the tokens, and looking at the audit logs and few other stuff. And remaining stuff we will be looking at in the further sessions. So as I said, like as soon as we log into the account, we will be logged into our root account, and that root account we can see it in the business group. So this is my business group, which is CC. And a business group can have multiple child business groups. The purpose of having child business groups is to isolate the workloads. So if I click on this business group, I do see the access overview, means like who are all have access to this business group, and child business groups. So if I want few child business groups under this root business group, I can create child business groups as well, and the environments that this business group has, and the roles like the permissions that this business group has, and the limits. Each business group has certain limits like client management providers per root organization and few other limits we have. So we will discuss about these limits later in the further sessions. Let's try to understand the creating a child business groups. So since it is my root business group, I want to create a child business group with the name, for example, I'll give it as integrations. This is my root business group. Owner. So owner can have uh, can create the business groups under this child business group. They can even create more child business groups as well, and create environments as well. So I want to add my user because I have not added any user to my Mule account as of now. And the vCores, since it is our free account, they do provide only one core, one vCore for sandbox and the design environments. And click on create. My business group will be created. As you can see, CC, the root business group, has my child business group called integrations. And this child business group can even have multiple child business groups. If we see, we can even create the child business groups over here. Or if we want to create the environments like dev, prod, UAT, we can even create them. So by default, we do get design and sandbox. Each environment has one vCore assigned. Now, if I click on create environment, for example, I want to create a dev under type sandbox. Dev environment has been created. And if I want to provide it as UAT under sandbox for now. And let's create another environment called prod under production type, create. Okay, so if you see, we have created three environments. Like that, we can even create the environments under each child business groups or even in the root business group. Now, let's go to child business group. I can create even more child business groups like uh, engineering. So engineering will be my child business group name under integrations. Owner, again, I want to add my owner, my user as owner, and the owner can have uh, permissions to create the business groups under this child business group, even can have permissions to create the environments as well. Let's give the vCourse. Um, all right. So if you see, I have even created this child business group under integrations. Now, if we come back to here, the environments, we do get these default environments. If you don't want, we can even delete them. So it's asking us to enter the environment name. I'll copy and paste and delete it. Delete, delete. So we can even delete unwanted environments as well. Now, if we come back to access overview, my username, my user only has access to this child business group. And the roles, if you see, we do have the set of roles that are assigned. And in the settings, we can see the client ID, client secret, all this stuff. So if we come back to root, let me refresh the page. Something wrong it seems, but it should give the client ID. Now it is coming up. Okay. So if you see, this is my client ID and secret business group ID and all other details you can see over here. Since it is our free account, we don't have the flexibility to change the region. The default region is US East. But in the enterprise account, we do have an option to create the business group in the region of our choice that they provide. Now, let's go back to Teams. The purpose of the team is to add number of users to the teams and assign permissions to that specific team so that all users in that team will get those permissions. It's like a user group. So uh, let's create a team. I'll create a team name as engineering. Now everyone at CC, create. We don't have any members in this team yet because we have not added users yet. And the permissions, if we want, we can even add permissions like access management and code builder, anypoint monitoring, something like that. So we want to give the permissions for API manager so that they can create APIs and design center. They can create ramels and runtime manager, which is used for deploying the APIs. So like that, whatever the permissions that we want, we can even provide like the secrets to access or store the secrets. And the next integrations. Yeah, we got this environment. So I'll select dev, UAT and prod. Next, and then add permissions. Okay, so my team or the user group has this set of permissions, right? These environments and the permissions that we have. Now, if we add members to this team called engineering, then all members in the team will have the same set of permissions. And child teams, even we can create the child teams, and each team can have limits uh, and settings. We will discuss about these limits in the later in the further sessions. And settings also we have, like if we want to change the uh, like our business team name, all this stuff, we can do it from the settings tab. Now, if I come back to user, we can even invite the users. For example, if I want to invite a user called some dummy email I'm adding, but it should be populated. So if you click on send invitation, that user will get an email notification and they have to accept it to get the access to this MuleSoft Anypoint platform. Now, as soon as they accept the invitation, we won't be able to see his username in the pending invitations. So we'll be able to see that user in this users tab. And later we can even add that user to this engineering team. For example, if I click on add member, uh, I won't be able to see his user yet. As soon as he accept the invitation, then he will be able to, we will be able to see his username over here. All right. The next topic is audit logs. This audit logs contains all trail logs, means whatever the activity that we perform in the Mule Anypoint platform account, everything is logged as an event. So we can even look at all these events for auditing purpose. So if you see, I just now like I have created a user called john@test.com, and I can even download the payload to see what activity I have done. That's how audit logs can be used. And we have discussed this object store in the previous session. and we will discuss about other components in the further sessions later. All right, that's all for this demonstration. Thanks for watching.